What's going on, guys? H-Dub here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. I told you guys when we took Jizoh into Scarab 50 to see if he could solo that I would try it again on 100 once my dad got his account to 100. All we did was go back in with the same Jizoh, same masteries. We didn't change anything. He doesn't even have full masteries. We did level the gear to 16. I'll show that gear for sure. But as you can see here, he was able to solo 100 by himself. Nobody else is alive at the boss. You will see that once we get to the run. Before I get into the video, I do want to say congratulations to the winner of the first free account takeover. Here is the winner here of the first free account takeover. I've already been speaking with him, so just shoot him a GZ if you see him in the Discord server. And you all need to comment on this video, Solo Jizoh, if you would like to enter in for the free weekly account takeover. Solo Jizoh is the key phrase that you would need to drop on this video if you would like to enter for next week's free account takeover. We will be announcing the winner this coming Sunday. Let's take a look at the gear first, and the champ who is the star of the show, Jizoh, a champion that you can get for free just by logging in for 14 days. You get Jizoh at the beginning. Everyone gets him. A lot of people feed him, but he's a viable champ for a Scarab if you aren't able to pull a Vergis, if you haven't progressed enough to get Uros, which if you're watching this video, you probably aren't on the way to Uros yet. So Jizoh, definitely solid option if you're in the early game, early mid game, trying to take down that Scarab boss for this Doom Tower rotation. Jizoh is a viable option. We do have him in destroy gear, but we will get into the gear in a second. Just looking at his kit, we need to understand why we are using Jizoh to solo the boss. He puts up a shield and a counterattack on himself on the A2, right, which is very helpful. You know you need that shield in order to make sure the boss isn't counterattacking you and putting up that provoke. That's what you don't want. Also on the A3, he's giving himself a continuous heal buff, which does wonders. We know that Vergis puts up the continuous heal when he drops below a certain amount of HP, which allows him to solo, and Jizoh is doing that exact same thing here. Right, the A1 is just attacking 2 times, which is great in the destroy set. That's giving us 2 chances each time he hits the boss to decrease the boss's max HP, which you want to do because you want to break down that shield that the boss has so that you can actually start to do some damage. Now, as far as the artifacts go in the sets, we have a broken set here, just an HP percentage glove and a regular, I think this is a cursed helmet, you know, with some speed, some defense, some HP percentage, and some resist. We wanted to go for a lot of resist here, so here are the total stats. Just 40k HP, not anything crazy. 3200 defense. I don't think you need this much defense, but the more you can get, the better. 177 speed, not even a lot of speed. So I think these stats are definitely attainable, and we have 212 resist, which is probably the most important thing you want to get. Is just make sure you can push as high above that 150 resist that you need. I believe it is 150 resist that you need in order to resist the boss's provokes. You might get the decreased attack landed on you from the boss, but that is okay. As long as the provoke does not land, you'll be fine. That way Jizoh is able to use his skills, put up his shield and his counterattack, as well as give himself that continuous heal. And 212 resist, not that difficult. We got him in a resist chest, and so that makes it possible. It's 5 stars at that, not even 6 star. We have a defense banner. This is 4-star banners. As you can see, very early mid-game account, early to early mid-game, so we don't do a lot of spider farming on this account. We don't have all the champs to have a solid spider team yet, but there is some gear here. My dad has been playing the game for just over 9 months, maybe somewhere close to a year, diligently, and he does play from the phone. So a lot of people playing from the phone, this is a viable option from you if you're not, you know, farming tons, like people playing on PC who are farming overnight. They're farming tons of gear, doing thousands of runs. You guys, I understand. I played on the phone for about 8 months before I started playing on the computer myself. And it can be difficult to get gear with good stats because of how limited in farming you are. But as you can see here on the destroy set, just some resist and some speed, some more HP, defense, and speed. Obviously resist primary with some speed, and obviously a speed boot here with some defense percentage, some flat defense. The attack we're not too worried about. He is defense based, so the attack and the attack percentage rolls that you see not really contributing much. We didn't even level up his ring all the way to 16, but these are the total stats that we achieved, right? So we showed those. He is booked. His A3 is booked. We did have to go in and put some more books into him so we could have the A3 booked. That way we could keep getting the continuous heal back. The A2 is not fully booked. All that will do is give you a bigger shield, which isn't going to really matter much on the normal Doom Tower boss. The A1 is booked, but that's not what we necessarily wanted. It doesn't contribute much. Now, a way that you can do this faster as well is to give him more crit, so he is critting more, doing more damage, dropping the boss's max HP by more. Here are the masteries that we have. These are the masteries that my dad put on him. I didn't even reset them. It's going to cost some gems to reset, and he does not have full masteries. As you can see here, I moved my webcam. He does not have full masteries, so you can do this without full masteries if you have this champion. All right, now let's take a look at the run.
Keep 800 on me, don't spend no less. We be blowing gems, not to refresh. Need my masteries, tryna be the best. Tell them get good, don't settle for less. Quick 150, I might need a reset. Already used the freebie, but I need a reset. I don't hit minnow, boy, I need a T6. Give me that defense tree and war master hit. One key, clan boss, yeah, I mastered it. Get at least 70 milli-key, you and them. Spent the whole 24 hours mining gems. Pray the oranges is tryna get rid of my sins. Shout out for the horde, that's my cluster, you know them. Might not have no silver, but you bet I got some gems. I got gems. Yeah, yeah, I got gems. I got gems. I got gems. Yeah, yeah, I got gems. I got gems. We got precious gems. Gems, 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 gems.
Where's your gems, boy?
Tryna get a takeover from Mr. Damn. I just spent 800 on a new champ. I just fried chickens for the fusion. I seen you well out, that was a few bands. 900 gems for some ancients. Got all rare, should've saved it, but never again. I'll just be stacking my gems. Where's your gems, boy?
Where's your gems, boy?
Where's your gems, boy? Tryna get masteries on Eurogrim, boy.
Where's your gems, boy?
Ain't got nothing, boy. Either swipe that plastic or you been, boy. Free to play by the way if you don't spend, boy. Log in and blow some more gems, boy.
So as you can see, that run was very successful. I ran it one time, no problem. My dad was having some issues. I ran it one time, no problem. After making sure I got that A3 booked out. The A3 was not booked when he tried it before. The A3 was not booked when we completed it on 50. But the boss is also significantly slower. The Great Hall, his Great Hall is not maxed by far. He has made some headway here, but the Great Hall is not contributing too much. He is getting a little bit from the Great Hall though. His resist in the Great Hall for Spirit Affinity is level 5. So his Great Hall is contributing a bit to the resist that we were able to get. But you just want to be getting as much HP, as much resist, as much speed as you can get on this champion to make this possible. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you haven't fed your Jizoh yet. If you are having problems on Scarab, you don't have to use Armiger. You can use Armiger, but Jizoh is a very viable option. Armiger definitely a good option as well. He's going to decrease some turn meter, which helps, but Jizoh can solo it fine. If you have a Jizoh, use him. Until next time, guys, be good and be well.